Hello, good evening, good afternoon. Hang on a minute. Who are you? I'm here to. What do you want? I'm here to ask them to like and subscribe to the video. Why should they do that? Because it really helps out the channel. Is it easy to do? Well, yeah, they just press that button that says like and subscribe. And does it cost anything? No, not a penny. Happy days. Do you know, about 5 million people watch every month. No, that's mental. And most of them don't even like or subscribe to the channel. Just keep watching without pressing it. I tell you what, give me their names and addresses. I'll send the boys around to sort them out. I think it's much easier if you just ask them nicely. All right, I'll do that then. Great. See you later then. Tra, bye. Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and welcome. It's Nurse Richard, the Wax Wizard. Thank you for joining me. Some people will do anything to get some more follows on the channel, won't they, eh? Right, what have we got in here? We've got 4 ears in here. 2 ears from 2 different patients. The first 2, you might be able to spot in the distance some fungal spores on the back end of this wax. You see the little, like little stalks with little white heads on those are fungal spores. The patient spotted them as well when he was watching them on the screen, and I was just explaining to him at that time when I was pausing on the video exactly what those were. And you'll get a better look at them here. Can you see there's quite a lot of them as well, isn't there? Absolutely covered. And this chap had been to see me because he had been called in to his GP surgery. Now, I was quite impressed with his GP about this because he told them that he'd have some ear problems and they suspected an infection, and what they also did was they took a swab. Now, not every doctor does, but I'm really impressed that this one did. And when he came to see me, he hadn't had the results of that yet. I said, I can tell you now what it is. But he said his doctor had called him in to discuss the results. So I know what they're going to say. They're going to say, you've got a fungal infection in your ear. Here's some antifungal medication. So I wrote a letter to his doctor as well with some pictures of this, so they could see what it was as well, which I'm sure they appreciated. Helps them make a decision on the treatment to give. It doesn't look, the canal actually looks okay. I think it's just the fungus has probably colonised the wax itself, but it's highly probable that there's still a few spores lying around here and there. So it's best to get this ear treated so it doesn't come back and cause him any problems again. Just a little bit of tidying up around the outside on this one. Now, he had oiled this ear quite well prior to coming, which is why it came out pretty easily. The second one, not so much. You'll see the difference. It was quite dry. Just wait till the camera clears up. If you don't know why it does that, by the way, it's basically condensation. So when you put the camera in the ear, the warmth and humidity in the ear canal fogs up the front of the camera, the front of the endoscope, and when you see it clear up, that means that the suction tube is coming towards it. It sucks out that warm air, so then it clears up the image. It does clear up itself if you just leave it in there for a bit long. You know, the heat of the light source will kind of will heat it up a little bit, so it does dissolve that condensation on there anyway. Anyway, enough of the technicalities. So you'll see, again, a bit drier this. So I've bunged a load of olive oil in this as well. And there's also spores in this. You can probably see them on the underside of this dry skin plug. Sorry, it's making my ears itch, this. Does it ever make anybody itchy when you're watching something like this and you think, I give you a little bit of a shudder? Maybe it's just me, but it was terribly itchy. This poor chap's ears, bless him. But it wasn't too tricky to get out. This came out in I think a couple of goes. Yeah, there's the first bit, and then the next bit comes out all at once as well. So as said at the beginning of the video, if you do appreciate what we do and you do watch a lot of the videos but you've not subscribed to the channel, then please do so. I know we've recently hit the milestone of 50,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is amazing. About the same number on TikTok as well. Not many people leave me a comment on TikTok, but yet just as many people watch. So leave me some comments on TikTok. I don't get many, maybe a couple every video. But we get hundreds on each one on YouTube. I don't know why, but it is about the TikTok generation that makes them not want to talk to me. I've got no idea. Very retracted. this ear and the other one. So again, I've sent pictures of that to the patient's GP as well, and hopefully could get that looked into as well. We've not had dad joke of the day yet, so I'll do a couple. If you've never watched any of these videos before, you're thinking, why is he doing that? Well, why not? It's something we started doing and it cheers everyone up a while. This is from my nurse's joke book. A couple of good ones in here. Hang on, this one is going to need one of these. I know, one more. Not yet. Come on, get it out. If you've never heard the noise, you'll know exactly which one I'm waiting for. Here it comes. There we go. Right, quick one. Retired nurse was walking along the road one day when she happened to see a frog. She reached down, picked the frog up and started to put it in her pocket. As he did so, the frog said, "Kiss me on the lips and I'll turn into a handsome prince." The old nurse carried on putting the frog in her pocket and the frog croaked. "Didn't you hear what I said? I said, kiss me on the lips and I'll turn into a prince." But the nurse looked at the frog and said, "Yeah, I did, but at my age, I'd much rather have a talking frog." Good one. Right, one more. And this will probably take me to over the end of this procedure, but stay tuned because it's a good one. So, a doctor briefed a nurse on a patient's condition, and the doctor said, "This patient is a really good golfer. His injury is serious, and I fear he will not be able to play golf again unless you follow my orders exactly." The doctor began then listing the orders. "You must give an injection in his left leg every 90 minutes, followed by a second injection every 5 minutes after the first. He must take 2 pills exactly every 4 hours, followed by 1 pill every 15 minutes for 8 hours. He must drink no more and no less than 10 ounces of water every 30 minutes. Every 2 hours, soak his arm in warm water for 15 minutes and then place on ice for 10 minutes. He requires a back rub every hour. Feed him a low sugar, low carb meal 3 times a day. Chart his condition and vital signs every 20 minutes. You must do these things exactly or his injury will not heal properly and he will not be able to play golf again." The doctor left and the nurse entered the patient's room to be greeted by anxious family members and an equally anxious patient. The patient asked what the doctor had said, and the nurse replied, "The doctor said that you will live." But then quickly added, "But you may have to learn a new sport." Oh, I like that one. Let's have an Aussie button. Bye. That's exactly what I'd be thinking. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, feel free to follow the channel if you've enjoyed everything we've done. If not, then if not, well, why are you watching? But anyway, for now, I'll take care of yourself and I'll see you soon. Ta-da.